Barb, Maple PhD, and as an astronomer, I see the universe in everything that I do, including board games. In this series, I am looking at board game mechanics and seeing where I see them at work in the universe. This time we are looking at set collection. Set collection is a mechanism where the value of an object depends on it being part of a set. Now this could be a set of similar things or a set of dissimilar things. It just depends on how the game is defining sets and having you try to collect things. There are so many games where set collection comes into play, but one of my favorites is in Five Tribes. Now, Five Tribes is a bit of a point salad game where there are so many different ways to get points, but one of the big ways is by shopping at the market. There's one action where if you end your movement on a market space, you can buy from the market, and you are trying to collect as many different types of items as you can from that market, because each set of different items that you sell will get you more money the bigger the set is. And in this game, money is points. So another place where set collection comes in is in the Isle of Cats. In this game, your goal is to save as many different cats as you can from the island before something bad happens. Now, as you're collecting these cats, you are placing them in your ship, and your goal is to place these crazy polyomino-shaped cats of the same color together, because you want to create large families. The larger the family, the more points you'll get at the end of the game. So in astronomy, set collection reminds me of classification. This is where we look at a whole bunch of different kind of cosmic objects and put them in bins based on characteristics that are similar between them or different. This is actually such a basic skill in all of science, doing classification. It's how we kind of do our first sort in our brain of what we're looking at to understand what's going on around us. One big example in astronomy could be gamma ray bursts. So these were something that were discovered about 50 years ago. They were giant bursts of gamma rays that we were seeing from the sky, and they were a complete mystery. And over time, we've started to understand them. And one of the first things that happened was once they had enough of these, they were able to see that some of them happened, that initial burst of gamma rays happened in 2 seconds or less, and a whole other class that happened in about 2 seconds or more. And this told them that there were probably two different things at work creating this same effect of a burst of gamma rays. And today we do know that the shorter ones come from merging neutron stars, and the longer ones tend to come from supernova. Now, we have studied so many of them, we're starting to find the little places where they overlap, where we're finding those oddballs, where it seems to be one category, but it's caused by the thing in the other category, which is exciting. That's another thing about classification, is that you can start to see those oddballs and then study them and figure out, what different physics is at work here, or what's the different situation that's happening, and just understand our universe even more than we could before we had that information. And so for me, set collection, it's super exciting. You see it everywhere in astronomy, the different types of stars, the different types of exoplanets, galaxies, gamma ray bursts, it's everywhere. So the next time you're playing a game and you are completing one of your biggest sets, take just a moment to pretend instead that you are an astronomer looking through your telescope and finding a new set of a type of cosmic object. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. I'll be continuing this walk through the Board Game Geek mechanisms, so be sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you know when my new videos come out. But in the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter as MeeplePhD, and I have a blog at meeplephd.com. We'll see you next time.